We have had a few in recent years, but today's episode is going to be absolutely critical. Hello everyone and welcome back to more Careering Onwards with me, Mr. Grand 2 here at Liverpool, and today, well, it doesn't get any bigger than this. We are playing, first of all, Tottenham Hotspur, and then in a few days' time, Manchester City, the two teams who just happen to be a couple of points behind us in second and third in the Premier League table. Yes, I said we go quite far on, and go on we have. I'll have a look at the results in a minute, but you can see from the form, you can see from the table, it's gone really, really well. We are still where we left off last time, top of the Premier League, 45 points on the board, 2 clear of Tottenham, who we're about to play, and then 5 clear of Manchester City, who we play after that, although they have already played their fixture from this round of games. We're coming up to the halfway point of the season, and it's been a fantastic season so far. Goal difference, we're doing well in that one as well. But yeah, really, really good stuff. As I say, we've gone quite a long way since last time, quite a few games since we did lose to Manchester City. So we may well actually not, I think we probably were in second when we left off last time. But anyway, we're in first again now, as you've just seen. But yeah, the loss to City wasn't ideal, but since then, undefeated in the league until today, probably not undefeated overall. We did get knocked out of the League Cup, which was annoying because it was to Luton Town, who are in League One at this point. But I mean, we lost on the penalty shootout. Frederick Jacobson, who had our best penalty taking of the players on the pitch, missed. Obviously, everyone else scored, but you know, to be honest, it actually probably wasn't the end of the world. It's the least important competition. It meant we could have a few more days of rest and not have as many injuries. And since then, things have been really very nice indeed. A 5-0 win away from home against Cardiff to start things off. Colin Nicholson getting himself 4 goals. I mean, he's an absolutely unstoppable goal-scoring machine at the moment. A 4-1 win against Red Bull Salzburg. Then in the Champions League, a 4-0 win against Aston Villa. A 1-1 draw with Fulham. This was probably our most disappointing result since the last episode. We took the lead, we were looking good. Then Trent Alexander-Arnold, one of our most experienced players, of course, went in two-footed for absolutely no reason whatsoever, got himself sent off. That happens a few times at the moment, which is very annoying. And then they equalised in the 84th minute. We then beat Vitesse Arnhem, getting some revenge in that one. A 3-0 win then against our closest, bitterest local rivals, Everton. Nicholson on the score sheet again. A 1-1 draw with Manchester United, relatively similar to the game against Fulham. We didn't have anyone sent off, but we dominated. We should have scored a few more goals. We hit the woodwork quite a few times, but then they equalised in the 85th minute. Unfortunate, but there we go. But then a 7-0 destruction of Reading, who are rubbish. They were managed by Gary Neville at that point. We got him sacked, and that's always nice. Yeah, just they're awful. 2 goals for Salah in that one, 2 for Sinchek as well. A 2-1 win against Juventus, which was good theoretically, but also quite frustrating. It meant that we won our Champions League group. As you can see, we went behind. We scored late on through Sinchek. I played a fully rotated team, and yeah, our reward was we won the group, which was theoretically, as I say, good, but not really, because if we look down, we will see that we've been drawn against last year's beaten finalist Real Madrid in the first knockout round, because that's just, I mean, we could have played Benfica, I suppose, but probably we should have finished in second because it would have made it a lot easier, but oh well, cannot always be helped. And then 2 Premier League games since then, a 1-0 win over Southampton, which was nervy, but we got the job done through Colin Nicholson. Mohamed Salah had missed a penalty, and then a 4-0 win against Blackburn. Nicholson again with 2. He's proving his value, he's proving his worth, and if we have a look at this, he has already surpassed his total for last season in the Premier League. One more goal, same assist, same player of the match, massively better average rating overall, 16 goals, which is only 4 off what he got in the whole of last season. It's fair to say he needed a bit of bedding in, a bit of adjustment, I guess because he hadn't been playing in the striker position for that long. He got shoved out on the wing at Fulham, so he's adapted to this role. It's fair to say he's living up to his potential. So much so that he actually makes an appearance on this list, but not as high as the main man, 35 years old, still got it. Mohamed Salah topping the Premier League goal scoring charts. Only Philp is with him, but yeah, getting some goals, it's great to see. And I don't think we're going to be able to see it, but interestingly, we will see it at the end of this episode. Nicholson, Vujovic, and indeed Marco Sinchek, which just shows the massive age bias of this, given that Mohamed Salah has been just better than all of them. Those three have been nominated for the Ballon d'Or and, well, the FIFA World Player of the Year, which is confusing because there's two things, isn't there? But I voted for all three because obviously I can't vote for France players because you're not allowed to vote for your own players. But if you're a club manager too, you can vote for your club players. So for the first time in this save, we have three players nominated for the Ballon d'Or, or indeed even any players nominated for the Ballon d'Or who play for our club team. I voted for all three. I think I voted for Nicholson to be top, so we'll see if he wins it at the end of the episode. And that'll be a nice way to end the episode, but it will only really be nice if we have got at least 3 points. I'd love 6, but at least 3 will take over. And this is the most important one because City are a bit further behind, but Spurs, we have to beat them. And we are unfortunately going to be without Rafinha, which is a massive, massive, massive kick in the you-know-whats because he has been sensational. Got injured against Blackburn. We were 4-0 up, coasting home. I dropped the tempo down to standard, and then he got kicked by a Blackburn player and got injured. Mysteriously, he got injured for exactly the right amount of time to miss the game against Spurs and City, and then probably the games against Arsenal and Chelsea as well, which is just very, very, very convenient. I mean, I'm not one for conspiracy theories, but still, anyway, Jamal Lewis has been playing well when called upon, and he's nice and match sharp as well, which always helps, so he can come in. Good average rating for him. The left-hand side doing far better than the right-hand side this season. We'll see if that continues today, but otherwise, it is the team you would expect. Alisson in goal, Foucher, Van Dijk, and Alexander-Arnold completing the defence. De Jong, Salvador, Paqueta, the midfield, Vujovic, Salah, and Nicholson. 2/3 of a Ballon d'Or nominated front three. I mean, Salah, he's got 7 points. He should be nominated. The only reason he's not been nominated is because he's 35 and his valuation obviously therefore is not very high, and the game is really stupid when it comes to things like that. He should be nominated for the Ballon d'Or. It's ridiculous that he's not. Anyway, what we are most interested in, of course, is 3 points. And Tottenham, perhaps the surprise challengers, I assumed it would be City. They have recovered. Obviously, they're back up there in 3rd place. But it's Spurs who could go above us if they beat us. It's very, very simple. Obviously, we beat them in the FA Cup final after they equalised late on against us in the league to deny us 2nd place, to pip us, to go above us in the table on the final day, which is disappointing. But can we get some revenge today? They've got some very good players. Obviously, the real-life players are getting up there, but this guy, Russell Thompson, Scotsman, there's a lot of good Scottish players in the game, so we've got to watch out for it. But we have got the experience. We've got a man who is actually scoring goals for once in his life. Prolific, I dare say. Let's just, I mean, please don't prove me wrong because it's a big game. There's a kickoff highlight. Brilliant. Spurs coming forwards. Thompson, we've just highlighted him, off to Soria, and Paqueta has, I think, is he given a penalty? No, it's a free kick. Right, good. That would have been bad. We're going to see the free kick though. We managed to clear it. For now, Thompson though still has it. The danger's still not gone. It's finally gone. Now I would like to win this game, but I think as ever, it's the kind of game where maybe a draw would be sort of not. It's not bad, is it? It's the best of both worlds kind of thing. Maybe if we can just sort of hold out and nothing happens. Well, the first half's coming to an end, but we have got another highlight. And it's looking to be for us. Lewis, though, he's not Rafinha, is he? He's all right, but he's not Rafinha, and it was a poor effort. And now Spurs are breaking. Harry Kane on his ancient legs. He's been robbed by Frankie de Jong, though, and we can hopefully counter. Foucher down to Lewis, he's still going, and he's done exactly the same thing again. He's given the ball away. He has then won it back, to be fair, but then we've given it away again. What are we doing? We're probably conceding before half time. Not quite. Dele Alli over. We're looking a little bit nervous at the back there. That was well, we gave the ball away and then won it back 3 times. They got a chance. If it had been somebody else, they probably would have scored. See, this is a big game. Time is ticking away, but we obviously have a situation where Nicholson and Vujovic are both sort of not particularly keen on big games. According to their coach report, I think Vujovic loves big games more than anything, as we've discussed, but the second half is going away. I would be completely fine if we end up drawing this. Corner from Salah, it's been cleared, and it's looking quite dodgy, I have to say. Spurs have quite a lot of players in here, but De Jong clears it up. Paqueta to Salah, no, given away again, once again, And where is this going to go? Probably a Spurs goal. Tonali to Soria. Shigankov on the left. Lewis can't get there. Oh, what was that? Jamal Lewis. Jamal Lewis shouldn't be playing. He's only playing because the computer is a and he injured my best left back. Gomez, what is Foucher doing there? He's just sort of, he's like, oh, well, where's the ball? Where's the ball? Right, well, change needed then, I think. Salah off for Richard, and then Fignato's not on the bench because he's had a bit of an injury. He's not quite recovered. That I thought that was a highlight. It's clearly not a highlight. We'll bring on Sinchek, and this is a disaster, viewers. An absolute disaster. Gedson Fernandez, save us, please. I mean, what are you supposed to say about that? What are you supposed to say about that? We were heading for a draw, and then, I mean, we just kicked the ball into our own net, really. Tottenham 1, Liverpool 0, the absolute worst possible outcome. I can't make them come into training because we're playing Man City in a day's time. Tottenham go above us in the league. We've been so good. That was not deserved at all. We've been so good. We've been so good. It's looked so good, and obviously we've just slipped up. I mean, Spurs are playing Barnsley now. They're in 19th, so that's not going to be any help for us, is it? We need to beat City today. If we lose to City, then, I mean, obviously it's not all over. There's still a long way to go. We're not even in January, but it's just so frustrating that we do so well, and then obviously there you go, Tottenham winning their game, but it just wasn't deserved based on the play, based on anything else. But all we can do is just try again. Vignato is back and fit enough to go on the bench, which is at least something, I suppose, if once again Marko Vujovic just fails to perform. We are playing Spurs again next month at home, which will give us a chance to close the gap, but only if we win today. If we lose today, then we're 4 points behind, and it's not good. Right, City, you know them. We lost to them last time, and we need to win. We need to win. Just do the revenge one. Let's do that one. I feel like having revenge against the game. And we're at Anfield. We should be winning this one relatively comfortably. Nicholson misses a very easy chance. And City coming forwards, not good, not good. We were 2 points clear. We could be 4 points behind. Nicholson, though, intercepts. Can he find the finish? No, he can't. Obviously, he's been in such good form. As soon as I start recording, then he just sort of doesn't do anything or just misses. Like, come on. Jamal Lewis with the worst throw of all time. Luckily, Alisson clears up the weak effort from Bernardo Silva. But, I mean, I should have picked Mick Hogan on the bench, really. He'd probably be more useful than Lewis. He has played well this season when he's been called upon, but not today. Trent Alexander-Arnold to Salvador. There's an opportunity here for us if we can actually take it. Vujovic finally does something today and scores. Good goal from him. I mean, maybe he just doesn't see Tottenham as a big enough opponent, but Man City, well, yeah, I guess I'll do that. I mean, it's good to see he's fired up for it, I suppose. He's going to probably get sent off in a minute. He likes to get sent off, but there we go. 1-0. Good start, finally. De Jong back to Foucher. Can we get a second, please? We scored 7 against them at the start of the season. Can we just do that again? Just make it nice and safe, nice and easy, and then we can at least be only, 1 point behind Spurs? Nicholson, again, he said he was a whisker away. I mean, Ederson plays the goal kick out. We're pressing high, but there's lots of space for Bernardo Silva. Mohamed Salah has apparently made a lot of mistakes. Jamal Lewis looking to atone for his mistake against Spurs. He finds Salah. Can he find a ball in? He does. Paqueta, though, shot wide. Well, half-time. We've certainly seen plenty from Man City, but it's us with the advantage. Just please make sure it's still like that at 90 minutes. Salah is having a very poor game. I like keeping him out there because of his set-piece ability, but if he's going to do nothing, then we should probably take him off. Here comes City. Ben Chilwell. It's tipped wide by Alisson-ish. Salah on a 6.2 now, so he's going to come off. Nicholson's on a 6.4. I'll give him another few minutes. And then we'll bring on Sinchek. De Jong He's managed to go to Voucher, which is good. Jamal Lewis on the left-hand side. Ball into Paqueta. Vujovic, he's hit the post. I think we probably have about 6 more points this season if we didn't hit the post so often. The amount of times we hit the woodwork is kind of ridiculous. I mean, I guess because you play so many games in concentration, it feels worse than it is. Jordan Richard lays it off to Jamal Lewis. Back to Paqueta. De Jong. Again, there's an opportunity here if we can find the ball. Lewis goes the wrong way. I mean, there's Sinchek is when Nicholson's waiting there. It'll be Sinchek in a minute, but right, Richard is in. Is saved by Edison. It was a lovely move, but that was just lacking that cutting edge. Richard puts the corner in. Nothing doing. Right, Nicholson, Big Colin is coming off, and Marco Sinchek, who has been a substitute all season, but yet is also nominated for the Ballon d'Or, while Mohamed Salah is not for some reason, is on. Can we get the ball to him? Yes, we can. He's done pretty well recently. He's scored quite a few goals. Vujovic, loads of space. Another great chance. Corner from Richard, looking for a second. We've not got it, and City have got men over here. Fabio Silva has run through the defence. Luckily for us, the shot is wayward, but that was a warning sign. The time is going away though, and there's another highlight. Why is there another highlight? 2.5 minutes left. Now would be a terrible time for them to score. We managed to get the ball back from Ben Chilwell. Salvador running free. Miguel Salvador lays it off to Jamal Lewis. Can he find some sort of ball this time? No, he's been tackled. And Silva has judged the bounce well from Edison, and Alisson, at least, is there to claim. The highlight's still going for some reason. I don't approve of this. I don't allow this. I don't want to see it. Unless we score. Vujovic has just given the ball away again. And are they going to score from this? We've managed to tackle it. When will this end? Alexander-Arnold knocks it for a throw, which we're going to see. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. How many times do I need to say it before you just stop the highlight? The Radu has equalised again. What are we doing? So why is no one making... I mean, Alisson with... What has he done there? And everyone's just standing around, and there's no time. And for the second game running, we've binned it off right at the end from the preferred result. I'm not going to make another change because there's no point. It won't even go through. 4 points would have been ideal. We were on for 4 points. A draw with Spurs, a win against City. We get neither of them. In 2 games, you've gone from being 2 points clear, looking very, very comfortable, to now we're 2 points behind, aren't we? Or is it 3 points behind? 3 points behind. Absolutely useless. I've told them all off individually, apart from Vujovic, who's not getting any individual praise, and De Jong as well. That was rubbish. Over 2 games, that was rubbish. It's not good enough at all. And now we are 3 points behind. It's not the end of the world, I suppose. We can still do it. There's still plenty of time. We've still got to play Spurs again. But that's 2 games in a row that we've just completely binned off. And we hit the woodwork 3 times. 3 clear-cut chances. But no, of course, they equalise in the final minute of injury time. Totally undeserved, yes. But at the same time, why were we not scoring those chances? Mohamed Salah, 6.2. Colin Nicholson, 6.4. And then defensively, why are we falling asleep at the end? It's just awful. Right, well there you go. Colin wins the Ballon d'Or. He's won the Ballon d'Or. He can't score in the 2 most important games of the season, but he's won the Ballon d'Or. Sinchek's finished in 3rd place for that as well. Which, I mean, well done, boys. Congratulations. I just really wish you'd remembered how to score a goal against Man City and Spurs, and then we wouldn't be in the situation that we are now in. He wins the Best Player Award, FIFA Pro Player. I mean, he's cleaning it up, is Colin. Well done. Sinchek gets the Under-21 award as well. Alisson finishes 3rd for Best Goalkeeper. Team of the Year, Van Dijk is in there, despite his advanced age. Paqueta's in there as well. Nicholson and Vujovic. Brilliant. Salah's won the BBC African Player of the Year again. I mean, he always wins that award. He's won it every year we've been here. So at least he gets that. Golden Boy, Sinchek gets that one as well. Well, we're cleaning it up. We're absolutely cleaning it up in terms of the awards, and in terms of the cups really as well. It's just the Premier League. I just want to win the Premier League. Is that too much to ask for, really? Is it? Clearly it is. 86 minutes, 93 minutes. I do sometimes hate this game. Anyway, we'll be back next time for immediate revenge against Tottenham. We need to do it, otherwise it may well all be over. It's a horrendous month, really. We've got Notts County, but then we've got to play Arsenal and Chelsea. Chelsea having a pretty poor season, but even still, we will be back though. Maybe Leicester and Spurs, our former employers, but also I'd rather play Barnsley because that's at home and we might win it. So probably Spurs and Barnsley. Hopefully we'll have won a game in the meantime and Spurs will have dropped points. That would be nice. Who are they playing next? They've got Fulham away, who are relatively tricky, and then they've got Manchester United, who are also having a poor season. So no luck there necessarily, but it's still a long season. We are only 3 points behind. Let's put it into some sort of perspective. It's just very irritating that we were 2 points clear, that we could theoretically have been 5 points clear, and instead we're 3 points behind because well, yeah, we should at least be 1 point behind, shouldn't we? That late goal against City, completely and utterly ridiculous and undeserved. But there we go. You don't win it all, and we're probably not going to win the Premier League again. I just have that feeling that we're just not going to do it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Who knows how many points we'll be behind by then. Probably behind City as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.